The biggest things ever stolen. A tank from the California Army was stolen by an unemployed plumber in 1995. The man destroyed everything in his path as the police chased him for 20 minutes. A beach in Jamaica was stolen in 2008. Police still don't know who did it, but they took sand that corresponds to 500 truckloads of sand. A World War II fighter plane was stolen by an Air Force commander. He restored it and sold it for over $300,000. This 3,000-pound bell was stolen from a Buddhist temple. The bell was only used for special occasions and was priceless to the monks, but it was sold for $500 a year later. And believe it or not, people in Mahatma village in India stole a mountain peak. They worked 11 hours a day to cut the rock. They stole it then sold it so they could feed their families. How are you doing today? Nurse, I'm in love with you. I don't want to get better. Don't worry, you won't. What do you mean? The doctor's in love with me too and he saw you kissing me this morning. Genius inventions that should exist everywhere. Some elevators in Asia have giant buttons on the floor that you can kick to mark what floor you're going to. This was designed to help people who are carrying things and can't press the buttons with their hands. There's a mall that lets you leave your dog in a safe spot while you shop. The spot has a security system so that only you can open them, as well as lighting and air conditioning. In the United States, there's a shoe store that lets you test the shoes on different surfaces. The test box includes gravel, asphalt, and even materials like Lego. Finally, there's restaurants that give you a controller with 3 buttons. The first button lets the waiters know when you're ready to order. The second is to let them know when you're ready to pay, and the third one is to cancel your order. The idea is to avoid the waiters from constantly asking you if you're ready to order.
I ain't gonna cry too long. I'm back on my drip. Drip my drip, my drip. Right back on my drip. Yeah, I ain't gonna cry too long.
School trips that went horribly wrong. On a trip for the Cub Scouts to a beach in San Diego, the parents got an embarrassing surprise when they realized the beach was a nude beach. After the awkward encounter, the parents quickly returned the boys. In Indiana, a chemistry teacher wanted to connect with his students, so he invited them to his house to drink and smoke, and then he took them to the club. Then on the way home, they were pulled over for speeding. The teacher was then fired from his job. Finally, in Washington, a father was taking his daughter on a school trip when another father recognized him from being on the Washington's most wanted list. After a struggle with the police, the man escaped. However, after negotiations, the man turned himself in the same night. Luke, if there were 5 birds sitting on a fence and you shot one with your gun, how many would be left? There would be none. No, the answer's 4. No, because the rest would fly away. Most respectful moments in sports. During a match, Cristiano Ronaldo broke a fan's nose from kicking the ball, but at the end of the match, he looked for the fan to check on him and also ended up giving him one of his shirts. Matthias Steiner, who was a weightlifter, was determined to win an Olympic gold medal after his wife passed away. During the 2008 Beijing Olympics, he ended up winning gold, and on the podium he posed with a medal and a picture of his wife. During a marathon where 2 brothers were competing from Great Britain, one of them stopped near the end because he was too tired. His brother, who was a few meters behind him, took him by his arm and helped him cross the finish line in first place. So, are you gonna wear your new shoes today? Yeah, why else would I buy them? Oh, I don't know, just try not to get them dirty on the first day. Yeah, whatever you say. So, how was school today? Good. Did you learn anything new? Oh, did anyone compliment you on your new shoes? No, Mom, nobody cares about my shoes. Here's how to survive a dog attack. First, you need to stay calm and still. The reason dogs attack is because they're afraid, and they've learned that offense is their best defense. So if you yell or make lots of motion, you'll cause their fear to increase and they'll be more aggressive. The second thing is to avoid eye contact. When you stare, it scares them, and again causes them to be more aggressive. The third thing is to avoid running because it'll trigger them to chase you. Now if you think it's gonna bite you, put a purse, jacket, or any object in between you and the dog. Then use it as a shield to prevent it from getting close to you. But if the bite's unavoidable, defend yourself with one of your forearms, and use your other arm to protect your face, throat, and stomach. Once the dog is calmed down, slowly back away without turning around. And finally, after the attack, go to the emergency room to check your injuries. Who wants to come up and draw a diagram of bacteria? If no one volunteers, I'm gonna have to pick someone. Luke, can you come up and show us how to draw a diagram of bacteria? Here it is, ma'am. Where? You haven't drawn anything. Ma'am, you won't be able to see bacteria without a microscope. 5 most unusual prisons. In Bolivia's San Pedro prison, each prisoner has to pay for their cell. Each one is between $1,000 and $1,500. And to get the money, they have to work. That's why the prison is full of restaurants and small markets. In Norway, there's an eco-friendly prison. Everything is recycled, solar panels are used, and most of the food is produced. The prison actually looks more like a summer camp because you could play tennis, swim, and go horseback riding. The Alcatraz prison was a small island in San Francisco. It's almost impossible to escape because you would have to go through concrete walls, the rocky coastline, and swim through the freezing cold water. In Cebu prison in the Philippines, prisoners dance as part of their exercise program, and there's actually a viral video where they dance to Michael Jackson's Thriller. Finally, there's a prison in Austria that holds prisoners who don't require maximum security. The prisoners even wear their own clothes, cook their own food, and live a fairly normal life. Some of the most famous magic tricks were performed. The secret to the classic trick where a woman's cut in half by a saw is to use a box divided in 2 parts. The woman lies down in one box and fake feet come out the other box. To swallow the sword without getting hurt, the magicians place their head up to align their throat and stomach. This way the sword enters in a straight line and doesn't touch anything. The guillotine is one of the most dangerous and famous tricks out there. The secret so that nothing goes wrong is that the bottom of the guillotine has hidden compartments and blocks to stop the blade before it reaches the person's neck. To perform the trick where one magician lies with his back towards the wheels of a truck and the other magician drives over him, all the weight of the truck is on the opposite side of the magician, so he doesn't really feel that much pain. People who gained real-life superpowers after an accident. Jason Padgett was a party animal who wasn't interested in mathematics at all. But one day at a party, he was hit in the head so hard that he got a concussion. The concussion caused him to become a mathematical genius. It made him learn fractal geometry, which he had never been taught before. When Derek Amato was 39 years old, he hit his head after diving into the swimming pool and was diagnosed with a concussion and 35% hearing loss. After that, Derek began to see black and white keys in his head, and out of nowhere, he began to play the piano like an expert. Ben McMahon was in a car accident in 2015 and fell into a coma for a week. When he woke up, he could speak perfect Chinese, even though he had only learned the basics as a child. Tony Caesarea was struck by lightning after making a call in a phone booth. Within a couple days, he was addicted to music, which he wasn't before. After trying a piano, he became a musical artist, composing his own music.
Look at Mr. Lou's shirt. It looks like he's going golfing. Pretend like you're working.
Why are you guys laughing?
Luke told me a funny joke.
Oh yeah? What was the joke?
Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side.
I'll let you guys continue your work.
The 5 most funny design fails. This sign says do not enter, but it also says entrance only, so I guess you can't go in or out. In this children's book it says 5 bananas, but if you count them there's actually 6. In this lady's bathroom there's holes cut out in the stall so you could see if anybody's using it. In this bathroom the paper towel dispenser's right over the sink, so when you go to get paper it gets wet. Now before I show you the craziest one, I found this app that tells you your celebrity lookalike, and apparently I look like Marilyn Monroe. Just press a button on my profile to get it. Finally, this person thought they were doing a 4-mile run trail, but after they finished the 4 miles they realized that it kept going. Worst school punishments. In 2011, a teacher from Albuquerque called the police because a student burped in class. The boy was then taken to juvenile prison for testing. Christopher Baker, who was a 9-year-old student from Kentucky, was put in a duffel bag for misbehaving in class. The school claimed that he was in the therapy bag for almost 20 minutes. Due to the mother's claims, the teachers involved were fired. At a school in New Jersey, a student accidentally spilled water on the lunchroom floor. When the assistant principal saw the incident, she forced 16 students to eat their lunch on the floor for 10 days. When the parents found out, they sued the school, winning $500,000. Finally, a 5-year-old from Pennsylvania received a 10-day suspension for wanting to shoot her Hello Kitty bubble gun at another student. She said, "I'll shoot you, you shoot me, and we'll play together." After the teacher heard the conversation, she sent her to the principal's office. And even though she just had a bubble gun, she was suspended for a terroristic threat. What can I get for you to drink today? Just a beer, please. Why are you so down today? What's wrong? My wife and I got into a fight and she said she wouldn't talk to me for a month. So, what's wrong with that? The month ends today. 3 most dangerous airplane landings. On a Myanmar Airlines flight in 2019, the plane lost its front wheels, so they were unable to land. The pilot had to do circles around the landing area to burn fuel so it would slow down the plane and make it easier to land. The plane landed with the rear wheels first, then the nose of the plane hit the ground. Everyone remembers Sully after his emergency landing on the Hudson River. 2 geese collided with the engines of the plane to make them stop working, so the pilot had no choice but to try landing in the river, which he did successfully. At an airport in South Sudan, a plane carrying 43 people caught on fire after the wing collided with a car. What happened is the pilot couldn't see the runway because of the heavy fog, so he had to make a blind landing. But fortunately, all the passengers got off safely.
I don't wanna, I wanna, I want you to touch that, swing in the back of my. Now he diabetic. I don't wanna, I wanna, I want you to touch that, swing in the back of my.
Look what I brought home. Is that for us? No! It's for the neighbors. Is this your homework? No! It's my job application. Is that a $10 bill? No! It's $1 million. Can you see God? No. Can you touch God? No. Then there isn't a God. Ma'am, can you see your brain? No. Can you touch your brain? No. Oh, so you don't have a brain? I have the perfect son. Does he drink alcohol? Never. Does he ever come home late? Never. Really? Does he smoke? Never. I guess you really do have the perfect son. How old is he? He'll be 6 months old next week.
No, 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 no! Dad, it was an accident, I swear!
Mom, can you help me with this homework, please? Yeah, I guess. What do you need help with? This stupid book assignment is due tomorrow. How many questions do you have left? There's 15 questions, but none of them make sense because none of the answers are in the book. Hand me the book. Now, what's the first question? That was the last question, right? Yup, thank you for helping me. I'm sorry it took so long. Finally, now what time is it? 12:30? I gotta get to bed or I'm gonna be grumpy in the morning. Alright, I'm gonna come around and collect your assignments. Where's your assignment? I didn't finish it. Where's your assignment? I didn't do it either. Alright, raise your hand if you've done the assignment. Just Luke, huh? Well, I guess I'm gonna give you guys this class to work on it and it'll be due next week.
Bang, she shot me 1 time. Bang, she shot me 2 times. Bang, bang, bang.
Unicorn!
Bang, she shot me 1 time. Bang, she shot me 2 times. Bang, bang, bang.
Unicorn! I got my driver's license last week, like we always talked about.
My driver's license last week, like we always talked about.
What? I don't sound like that. It must be my phone.
Where's the remote? For the TV? No, for the spaceship. Is that your water? No, it's my food. Are you brushing your teeth? No, I'm brushing the dog. Wow, your house is amazing. Thank you. Wait a second. Where's your Govi Lyra lamp? What lamp? I'm leaving. I invited a girl to my house, but when she came inside, she got disgusted and left. Really? Do you have any clue why? No, she just said something about a lamp. Oh, did you not turn on your Govi Lyra lamp? My Govi Lyra lamp? I don't have a lamp. What? Here, take my extra, then put it on a romantic color and invite a girl over. Wow, your house is amazing. Thank you. Wait a second, where's your... Oh, and I almost forgot. Let me pull up the Govi app on my phone and turn on the lamp. Now, should I put on the music mode? Oh, I know, she'll like the romantic scene. So, what do you want to do? Hey, get back here! Excuse me, did I step on your shoe on the way to the bathroom? As a matter of fact, you did. Oh, good. Then this is my robe. Dad has an iPhone 6 which is really glitchy and always dies halfway through the day. But since it's so small and he could barely see it, he uses an iPad mini at home. But the iPad mini isn't any better because it's either always dead or it's just as glitchy as his phone. Today's his birthday, so I wanted to get him a new phone, but the problem is, the one he has now is a work phone, so instead I bought him a brand new iPad.
You buy a new phone. Still don't know what it is. iPad Air. Is it like an iPad? Like a new one?
Maybe.
How much are these worth?
A couple bucks.
Low-key.
Dad, do you know how to write in the dark? I think so. What do you want me to write? Just 1 second. Can you sign this report card for me?
Did you finish the last question? Yeah? Why? Can you show me how to do it? I don't get it. It's too hard to explain. Here, just copy my answer. Okay, thanks. Wait, what does this word say? And this word? And this word? I don't know. How do you not know? You're the one who wrote it.
Class, you have 2 minutes until you have to hand in the assignment.
Whatever, I'll just put scribbles for the words I can't read so he thinks I know the answer.
Luke, can you come here for a second?
What do you need, sir?
I can't read this answer, so can you just explain it to me so I can still give you the mark?
Here's your apple. Have a nice day. Thanks. You too. Are you gonna eat that? No! I'm gonna throw it at someone. You go left. I'll flank him on the right. Are you playing video games? No! I'm flying a kite. Mom, I have to pee. Okay, should I pull over? No! I'll just pee my pants. Doctor, I'm having a tough time losing weight. What should I do? From now on, I want you to split everything you eat. So for example, if you want a banana, just have half of it. Okay, I'll give it a try. Thanks. Welcome to the donut shop. What can I get for you? Hi, just 1 moment, please. So since the doctor said to split everything, do you want to split a donut with me? I have an idea. Let's split 2.